Right, the tail flick, as always.
It's one happy serval.
We have another type of tail flicking this direction.
All the tails.
Oh, and one going in, one going out. That's the tail of caracal Amira, and that was the head of caracal Aurora. A little bit of a meeting of the African wildcat minds here in Small Cat Track. I'm joined by Olivia. Welcome, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
I am hanging out with rescued serval Thane. I caught a brief glimpse of rescued caracal Amira and rescued caracal Aurora. Mojave's hanging right up on top of his den box, so I would maybe we can go and check out and see what he's doing. Typical Thane, he is one of our more social rescues. Him seeing two humans, getting pretty excited about those humans coming and giving us some nice tail waves. So thank you for that, Mr. Thane. Now it looks like it's on to see what his serval next door neighbors are doing, Nunda, Phoenix, and Lizzie. So welcome everyone. Come one, come all. You're tuned in to a live post here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. How's it going, Olivia? What's happening here today at the Wildcat Sanctuary?
Well, the rain rolled through.
A little rain this morning.
But, you know, things keep moving. It's summer here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. If you have been following us at all, then you know lots of moving, lots of changing, lots of construction. So that continues to be the same. We sent out an e-newsletter this morning with some more updates on Cadia Town. So, yeah, lots of exciting things happening.
Yeah, just another day of serving the cats that we all love and care so much about. And we're happy that you are tuning in to this live post today, as we like doing these sanctuary strolls every single weekday here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. We go out and about and connect with some of our rescued residents that you do so much to support. And that is rescued African serval Thane. Thane is cruising around his free-roaming habitat. Olivia, what was Thane's life before he came to the Wildcat Sanctuary, before he was rescued by us?
Well, it's a lot different than this, a lot different than the free-roaming habitat you're seeing Thane in now with the greenery, the space. Thane was coming from a private exhibitor, Even Kill Exotics, and he was rescued along with Amira and Mojave behind us and Fish and Cat Sushi. But Thane's purpose at this facility was to be exhibited and exploited as a kind of interaction cat. So people doing paying to play with serval Thane. He was in constant contact with humans, and when he wasn't, living in a small concrete enclosure. So nothing like what you're seeing here today. Similar story for Amira and Mojave here. A little bit different just in the fact that they were purchased as a breeding pair to make more cats like them to be exploited. Oh. So it's very fortunate that they're here now at the Wildcat Sanctuary and being supported by all of you.
Yeah, and Olivia, when Amira and Mojave came, here's Mojave, that was Aurora cruising around. They didn't have names.
They did not.
They were just numbered.
Exactly.
It's just how much of, just kind of how much of these cats were objects in their former life, and how they couldn't be the furthest thing from an object is that they're unique. They have their own unique self here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, and we will always adhere to looking at our residents as individuals and not as something to be benefited off of, profited off of. No, we're here to rescue and service these cats and give them the best chapter that we can give them here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. It's a nice caracal romp over here, Olivia.
You made a good point, though, Judson. Amira and Mojave did not come with names, and they were named by you all.
Yeah.
People, all of you, stepped up to generously sponsor these two. We had a little contest, hopefully getting them as many sponsor parents as possible, and then we did a drawing from all of you to select sponsor parents to name them, and that's how they got the names Amira and Mojave. Super, super special. Just another way you've made a unique impact on them, and really, that final stamp on the wild at heart life.
I love that, Olivia. And welcome, everyone. If you're just tuning in, we are enjoying a wonderful live post with some of our rescued caracals here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. We've just kind of talked about their history and the road that led them here to the Wildcat Sanctuary. I'm admittedly laughing to myself. Our viewership numbers are a little low today. I think Facebook might have woke up on the wrong side of the bed. But for those that are here, you're going to be able to tell everyone else who is maybe sleeping in or unfortunately maybe missed the notification that we are having an awesome live post here with the 3 caracals at the Wildcat Sanctuary. That's Aurora in Mojave. Of course, we know that Aurora was our lone caracal for some time here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. But to see that this gal, who we've known as one of, as we always affectionately say, some of our more spicy cats. Well, and Aurora was one of those spicy cats. She had a select amount of humans here, her caretakers, I should say, that Aurora appreciates. But ultimately, she's not too much of a human cat. Aurora came to us after she was surrendered by a private owner. Understandably so, when these cats do imprint, when they are privately owned, or rather, when they're privately owned, they imprint on their owner. And so a cat like Aurora, we noticed that she was maybe not as prone to, maybe wanting to have another human in her life, since she did formerly have that one human. But the point that I'm driving at, Olivia here and Aurora, is that you have been able to find feline friends here. And I had to just double check to make sure that it wasn't Mojave running around and playing with Amira, but it was Mojave running around and playing with Aurora.
And even trilling a little bit. I don't think we caught it on camera, but these 3 have been exchanging trills this whole time that we've been with them. Very small trills, but still talking with each other, chatting. I know caretakers, these 3 have really formed a bond. They cuddle inside together, and so it's really sweet to see Aurora form those companionships. And I'd argue, Judson, that Aurora really has opened up in other ways. I see her being more open with humans. I don't know if we would have seen her like that maybe last year or so. Into her own, or had a new kind of chat.
Exactly right. So let's move around the corner here. And Faith, I appreciate you tagging some fellow Wildcat Sanctuary followers to join in on this live. This is great TWS content here. I'm so happy to be hanging out with all 3 of these.
Especially because they're so active and frisky.
Exactly,
right
yeah. They're kind of hanging out up in the front part of their habitat here. Love to see those ears working too. Mojave, Amira, who we have right here on the frame. Lisa Henderson joining in after Faith notified you. Glad to have you, Lisa. Check out these caracals, hanging out with Aurora, Amira, and Mojave. Olivia, admittedly, I kind of get my tongue tied sometimes saying the 3 caracals' names here.
I know. But all beautiful, beautiful names.
They really are. This is Aurora here.
I like that Aurora and Amira kind of have similar enough name themes. Aurora, obviously being a Disney princess, and Amira means princess in Arabic. So
okay,
it's fitting for these 2 ladies, the little princesses.
And Olivia, so today I'm kind of gonna defer to our in-house our animal biologist, you.
Okay.
Olivia, today is International Lynx Day.
Yes.
And we can talk about International Lynx Day, but more importantly, I'd like for you to maybe elaborate on a nickname that these caracals have, and maybe why it could be appropriate to talk about them on International Lynx Day.
Yeah.
So let's find a caracal.
Let's find a caracal, yes, because that'll be easier to talk about them and some features they have if we're looking at one.
Exactly. Hey, Mr. Mojave. All right, so it's International Lynx Day, Olivia. Why might I also think of a caracal on International Lynx Day?
Well, some people refer to the caracal as the desert lynx, which is a fun little nickname that these guys have. Now, they actually aren't technically lynx, but we will include them on International Lynx Day today. They have a lot of the similar features that you're going to see in other lynx and true lynx species. So those ear tufts, the shorter tails, the long legs, being very agile, medium cats, and very skilled hunters. But these are native to Africa, which I think you mentioned at the beginning of the live, Judson, and are more closely related to a serval than actual lynx species. So desert lynx is just a fun nickname. These guys are a species all their own. They do not share the same genus as other lynx species like Canada lynx or Eurasian lynx. Actually, technically a bobcat would be closer to a true lynx than a caracal, but still fun to include them on International Lynx Day, and hopefully we'll be getting a reel out later with some more information on lynxes.
Very cool. Thank you, Olivia. Yep, that's right. Obviously not technically a lynx, nicknamed the desert lynx, but you know, kind of appropriately so for kind of some of the reasons you mentioned. What is going on here? It is just happening here in Small Cat Track. Our group of rescued caracals here, Amira. See, I combined some names here.
I like it.
Amira, Mojave, and Aurora are really strutting their stuff around their habitat. Admittedly, I can probably tell that lunchtime will be happening here soon in Small Cat Track, so I think that's also why the caracals are being so gracious with their time that they're sharing with us here. Let's get in and say hi to the folks here while Thane gets his vegetables in. Chizzy Lovell saying hello, cats, and hi, Olivia and Judson. Hey, Chizzy, of course, you got to prioritize the hello to the cats first. We're always secondary. Faith Warner tagging some more folks, hoping Kristen Strong joins to check in. One of her sponsor babies, Mojave. Let's see what else. Like I said, I don't know. Facebook must have woken up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. We only had a few drops, but ultimately, I think service has been pretty consistent. The cats have been consistent, and cats who we often don't get to see on a.
This will be a good one for the people to watch back on.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm really makes the rounds, so some of those sponsor parents and supporters of these cats can get as excited as I'm feeling right now, because I love being able to see the cats like this. We're here every day, Olivia, and we get to see them, but even you know, in moments where they're kind of doing stuff where they're a little active and moving around, it's fun for me, and I can only imagine it's fun for you all as well.
Well, and I'm a firm believer that they know their sponsor parents are on these live posts. They know the people that love them, and they really are like really frisky and social during these lives. They come out, they get excited when Judson and I are talking, so it is fun to see them, Judson.
Yeah. Susan Fryman sending in 50 stars and saying hello, Susan, and thank you for those 50 stars. Let's see. Olivia, let's go and see. The serval had a little cuddle puddle happening across the way. We kind of have to go all the way up and then back down. I can show you here, many of you would have seen an aerial view of Patio Town construction site. And most importantly, we wanted to kind of show you an update of what's happening here construction-wise. But, like I said, most importantly, what the hybrids are doing who are going to be involved in the Patio Town move, who are going to be moving into Patio Town this fall. So that e-newsletter doing a great job of kind of talking about the temporary habitats and how we've been servicing those cats involved in the Patio Town move.
Yeah, they are happy. It's like a summer home is what I'm thinking of it as.
Yeah, and it has all the same kind of trappings that you would find in our bungalow systems, perches, platforms.
Space, shelter from the elements.
Exactly. Plenty of area to seek shelter from the elements, to seek shelter from the rain, or rather the sun, get shade. All the trappings that you'd find in our typical bungalow system.
I see some ears.
And so sometime, and it looks like it still is a precious little Miss Nunda here. Ah, thank you, Olivia. Oh, Miss Nunda, you're a special gal indeed.
I love Nunda's expression.
Well, I remember when just kind of being trained on the IDing of the cats, and oftentimes the caretakers are the best resource to kind of get a tool set for what they use to identify the cats that they care for. And I always remember that Rio described that Nunda has dots above her eyebrows, and that she always imagined that it looked like she's surprised, that she's constantly surprised. So, Nunda, I always look for those dots, and I always imagine that you're shocked and surprised.
Oh, well, that's cute. I don't know if I've heard that one for Nunda. I don't know. Nunda stands out to me. She has a distinct face. Maybe in comparison to Lizzie, she stands out to me, but I just think that she is so petite and so pretty, Nunda.
And Nunda lives with Phoenix as well. Mm-hmm. And Nunda and Phoenix kind of charting the course that many of our rescued servals have come here, where people are wanting to have a serval that's maybe smaller in size. They think it can make servals a wildcat, and stories like Nunda's and so many before hers and so many after hers, we know that it's not something to be had in a home. Jizzy, that's right. I think Nunda would like for the paparazzi to pipe down a little bit.
Here's what I like about Nunda, though, Judson. I think she stands out to me in this way as well. She's laying down now, she's relaxing, she's taking in her surroundings, but before you know it, she'll be up and marching around and patrolling this habitat and making sure everyone at Sanctuary is behaving. And I think that's so sweet to see her really just marching around this habitat. That's how I think of it.
Nunda certainly is, she's a consummate patroller. Yes. I think that also it's great for a cat like Nunda, who is also a little bit more social, and she kind of has right across the way the food and wellness center, so Nunda can keep an eye on her caretakers. Of course, there's been lots of catio town construction happening, and honestly, these will put in a visual barrier as well. But Nunda, you are a cat that has their agenda. It really is the VIP group.
I know.
Today. I see Marcy Sanborn made it in. Hey, Marcy. Nunda is just the cutest, says Maria, isn't she? Especially getting that foot nice and groomed. Love seeing the flashes on the back of their ears, too.
I always appreciate with the older cats, you can never blame an older cat for wanting to relax most of the day, but for the ones that do have an agenda, as you've been putting it, Judson, I can really appreciate that about them, that they stick with their routine. For Nunda, who's been here at Sanctuary for many, many years, to still be enjoying that routine, it's pretty special to me.
Yeah, certainly. Certainly so. She says, I got paws to groom, butts to groom. You got a full schedule. Olivia, maybe we can go and see, before we wrap up, if any of Nunda's companions are around. Lizzie, Phoenix, Scarlet, and...
Yeah, I'm seeing, who I believe is Phoenix, monitoring some caretakers over here.
So we shall see.
I like spending some serval time.
It is.
We haven't gotten serval time in a little while.
I know, and it's not like I don't want to come up here. I'm glad that we are getting some great service, and a little bittersweet. I wish we had a little more folks watching along with us, but nonetheless, I'm sure hoping some of those circling back later will still appreciate the live, and that they got to hang out with some of our medium-sized rescues who we love, but that darn internet keeps us from hanging out with them as much as we would. Debbie Sam saying hi to myself and Olivia.
Hi,
hey, Debbie. Hope all is well. And I know all is well with Brianna, because we reached out to check in with her to see how her cool new internship was going. And she had nothing but awesome things to say about all the cool opportunities she's getting.
Which makes us so happy.
It
We're
is.
very happy to hear that.
Yeah, so special.
Hi, Phoenix.
Bree MacArthur saying, hi all, I'm late.
But you're here, and that's
You're
what counts.
here, Bree, and we are so happy to have you. Phoenix, he's a very shrewd fellow, kind of staging up, even Lizzie here, kind of staging up near her lockout. I did mention kind of over near the caracals in Thane that we're probably getting close to lunchtime. So admittedly, Olivia and I hanging out near the lockouts probably isn't the kindest thing to do, Zambuca, so we won't hang out too long, because we are not here to feed Mr. Handsome. I would love to just say hi. I see Scarlet coming up in the background.
Where's Miss Diva?
Zambuca, I thought you were going to come over and say hi, but he says, no, I'm a brick wall. I'm staying right here until you open up that lockout. Tracy Flater checking in. I'm late. You're not late, Tracy. We're glad to have you regardless. Hey, Miss Scarlet. Looks like little Diva is emerging from their indoor bedroom Love seeing, we talk about a cat like Nunda, Olivia, and how she has her own kind of pace and agenda throughout the day. And cats living in the same habitat, they don't always all have to do the same thing.
Exactly.
I know that little Diva and Scarlet here are as thick as thieves and love one another. But to see Scarlet hanging out outside, little Diva inside, each kind of having their own, sense of independence, I think that's a special thing to see as well.
Well, and I have to, give props to Scarlet here because not too long ago, she had surgery on one of her femurs.
Yeah, that's right.
And look at her move. That's really great to see. Nothing's slowing her down. You wouldn't even know that she had surgery.
No, you wouldn't. And tragically, just more symptoms of private ownership that many of our servals face is they fight against metabolic bone disease. And Scarlet having those fractures in her leg are a symptom of that metabolic bone disease. And we're happy that she's able to be healing safely and comfortably and be as mobile as she can be. So that's exactly right.
Judson. She's made her way now. She's really moved.
Wow. Okay, Olivia. Actually, I need to scoot over just a little bit.
Good job, Scarlet.
Yeah,
Life goes on.
Yeah, she says, I'm cruising. Alrighty, everyone. Little Diva's hunting a bird that's flying around her
good eye.
Tree here. You can see that tail flickering. I did see some people file in here. Susan Young's here saying, oh, pretty Scarlet. She was one of your previous sponsor gals. Well, Scarlet is a pretty gal, and thank you, Susan, for taking her under your wing like you did. Kathy at the Rocks signing off. Have a fantastic day. Kitties, Kiara, Judson, Olivia, and TWS fam. Not the Skeeters, though. We'll catch a replay as your internet's acting up. And that's no fun. I'm pretty familiar with that. These mosquitoes, they just keep on finding a home here with all the rain that we've been getting. So that's just life. I will certainly appreciate anyone keeping an eye out for any type of mosquito repellent on our wish list. That's going to be something that Zambuca, we're probably going to be loading up on all types of mosquito repellent, at least until mid-July or August, when the mosquitoes kind of calm down a little bit. But everyone, Olivia, I had a nice little sanctuary stroll today, hanging out in small cat track. Henyatta, did I miss Nunda? Henyatta, unfortunately you did, but I encourage you to go back and check out the live we hung out with her as she kind of napped around in her yard for a good minute there. So we got some great Nunda time, and I please encourage you to go and check it out. And I don't blame you. I think, I kind of said it, I think Facebook kind of woke up on the wrong side of the bed today, Zambuca. And we've kind of only been hovering at about 30 audience members, so maybe, just maybe, the notifications weren't going out like they normally do. So don't beat yourself up too badly, Henyatta. We got plenty of Nunda time, and I wish you could have been there live, but we will still be able to watch it at a later time. So, hey, everyone, have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday today. Thank you for tuning in to this live, and I'm sure hoping more of you tune in later, because we had a blast hanging out with some of our rescued caracals, who are certainly a rare sight for our live posts. But until then, from Olivia and I and all of us here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, I hope you all have a marvelous rest of your Tuesday today.
Bye, everyone.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow, everyone.